Oh, shit. I heard that bell sound. You know what time it is, man. It's your boy Divine Sense Boxing back in the building. Salute to everyone who's dropped in early, man. I appreciate you. I was just taking a look out here at the beautiful Bangkok City, man. It is Saturday night for me. Had a great Saturday, just winding down. Good morning to everybody out there in the States. Hope you guys had a good Friday over where you're at, man. My emotions are a bit mixed right now, to be honest with you. A bit mixed, man. I mean, I haven't talked about this fight at all. And typically speaking, you guys know how I do it, right? I always come out here, give my predictions. I do firestorm panels, and we break down fights. But I've never been intrigued about this fight. I'm just being completely honest with you guys. But the fight is here. It's tonight in the States for you guys, and it's tomorrow morning for me, Sunday morning. Man, I got to wake up and watch this fight. And I thought, although I'm a bit torn about speaking about the fight, I guess at the end of the day, man, I am a true boxing fan and I can't help myself. This is why boxing just kind of manipulates us and get what they want from us at any given point, right? We just have to take it. We can't help it, man. But I think for the sake of commentary and the sake of being, objective, which you guys know how I am. When I commentate these fights live, I provide entertainment. And, I don't want to starve the subscribers and the followers and the supporters of that entertainment. So uh, I'll be commentating on the fight live tonight. I'll more than likely just do the main event. I don't have time in my Sunday to do the whole card, but I will. I would say 95%, 95% be here live tonight to commentate on the fight. But before that, I thought, let me go ahead and give my thoughts about the weigh-in and go ahead and just give my prediction. Just because I haven't talked about the fight, it doesn't mean that I haven't thought about the fight. I've thought about the fight. Uh, and so I'll be able to give you guys my prediction and keep it honest with you guys about how I feel this fight's going to go down tonight. But, you guys know normally big fights, I give you guys my reaction to the weigh-ins. To me, I love weigh-ins. I think they should get more accreditation. I think there should be more, more energy surrounded with the weigh-ins. I mean, the weigh-in between, what was the one that we watched here recently that was quite lit? I can't remember. It's slipping my mind, man. But that was a lit weigh-in, and I like it. I like it. So before I do that, let me go ahead and give the shout out to all the people coming in here early. I know it's early for a lot of you guys out there, man. I appreciate you guys. We got my man Teach, first one in the building. Omega Red dropping in. He's saying he just got off work, so I appreciate you, bro. Getting off work, kicking your shoes off, and tuning into Divine Sense Boxing, man. We got Charles in the building. What's up, Charles, a.k.a. Hoop Sessions? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for dropping in. And yeah, I think that's the crew right now. That's the crew we got in here right now. It's all good. It's all good. So yeah, Teach, we're gonna go over it. We're gonna go over it. And I don't know what the weight. I have no idea what the weights are. I haven't seen the weigh-in at all. Only thing I've seen are the pictures of the face-off. From what I know, I haven't seen anything on social media where I believe that both men made weight. So, but I'll be giving you guys my reaction, like literally, like no editing, no filter. It's going to be a live reaction to the weigh-in. So we'll go ahead and pull that up now. I'm going to try my best not to make this too long of a live. I want to get through this weigh-in real quickly and then go into my prediction. And, people could come filter through here throughout the morning and the day to listen to my thoughts. And then I'll be back on here later on tonight to commentate the fight. Let's see, my man Omega said he watching college football. I've never watched college anything really. When I lived in the States, I guess it's different. When I lived in the States, I did watch, Arizona college sports because that's where I'm from. But other than that, I've always been like a person that watched professional sports. But I am excited that the NFL season is about to kick off. It has already kicked off. So I'm excited. For me, that's a big thing for me where I'm at. I think if I was in the States, I wouldn't be as excited about the NFL because it's just everywhere you look, right? Everybody's talking about it. But for me, where I'm at overseas, it's like, I need my football fix. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like the highlight of my Monday morning for me. So Monday morning, I wake up at like 5 a.m. to watch live Sunday afternoon football. So for me, it's a good time to be alive, man. I'm always excited about football season. But nonetheless, man, don't want to swing the topic too much. Perhaps one day, if people want to hear my thoughts about football, basketball, and other sports, maybe I'll change my name to Divine Sense Sports and Entertainment. I don't know. I've considered it. But at the end of the day, my passion is boxing, and we about to get up in it, man. So I got the weigh-in pulled up here, so we'll get to it. If you guys are here, you guys are watching this shit live, man. If you're here, you're watching it live, man. And it's gonna be a raw prediction, man, unfiltered, unedited. So y'all buckle your seatbelts. I have no idea what's gonna happen in this weigh-in. I have literally no idea. Honest to God. Matt No says it's a good time to be alone for real. Yeah, I mean, I've been alone for a very long time, man. You get used to it. You get used to. I get used to being a bachelor. I get damn good at being a bachelor. Very good at it. It's like an art. I perfect that shit. All right, so let me go ahead and get this weigh-in popping, and then after that, I'll give you guys my prediction. So let's get to it. Make sure you guys hit that like button, man, as you guys come in, man. You got to get the likes up at least. Let the people know that you came in earlier. You were here live to witness Divine Sense give his live reaction. By doing that, hit that like button. Of course, if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Stay a part of the conversation. You don't want to miss my the live calling of the fight tonight. The subscribers know how Divine Sense Boxing gets down when it comes to live fights, man. So let's get to it.
Buenas tardes y bienvenidos a Las Vegas, Nevada, Estados Unidos, para pasaje oficial del gran evento el sábado en la noche. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Las
Matt,
Vegas,
I might send the link when I give my prediction. Let's see.
Night, Mr. Eddie Hearn
Depends on my mood.
Boxing and Canelo Promotions.
I've had a good day, so if you're coming in here and talk about boxing, that's cool. But if someone's coming in here to talk some bullshit, I'm not in the mood. I ain't gonna let nobody fuck up my Saturday night.
12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO.
I don't know, man. I don't feel that same energy that I normally get for big fights. I just don't feel it. I haven't been feeling it since the fight was announced. I don't know why, man. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's a third fight. Nothing to do with it, because when Manny Pacquiao and Marquez fought 2, 3, 4 times, I was always excited for it. But for this fight, I'm just not feeling it, man. But maybe, I don't know, man. Maybe when the fight starts, maybe I'll change my tune. Maybe. I mean, we'll see. But the whole build-up, the announcement, I just haven't really felt it. Damn, Eddie Hearn, man, what kind of shirt is that, bro? Out here looking like Rico Suave and shit. Look at my man, Eddie. He out here looking like Enrique Iglesias. Look at this dude. Oh, shit. Come on, Eddie. What's up, Mangus? Good morning, bro. Here is a 2004 Olympic silver medalist. Yoda, what's good, man? I'm giving my reaction to the weigh-in real quick, and then I'll drop my prediction. PGH Big Dog in the building. What's good? Golovkin, Triple G. All right, Triple G making his way into the ring. Triple G. So, Triple G is what? Is he 40? He's 40, right? He's 40 now. And his opponent now making his way to the ring. He's accompanied by Beto Sierra and C-Con. Ladies and gentlemen, his professional record, they're about to announce Canelo. Victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws, with 39 wins coming by way of Omega. Knockout. I mean, Saturday night, I'm not 40 yet. I'm pushing 40. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine, even at my age now, fighting at this level. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I consider myself a pretty high level athlete. But I'll save my thoughts for that later for the prediction. Dude, that dude's hair is hella long, bro. How? Like, there's no way he's washing that shit. Damn, bro, calm down. Why don't you have that same energy for Triple G, bro? Shit. Out here giving yourself a hernia. He literally was screaming on the mic as loud as he could. Literally. Someone take that mic away from that man. God damn, calm down. Is Canelo wearing pajamas? Are those silk pajamas? Like, real question. Like, look at Canelo taking off his silk pajamas. Like he about to get in bed with his woman. Look at him.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, fighters
Ah,
to the
shit.
scale. Making
Oh.
his way at this time, please welcome Gennady.
This motherfucker comes out in silk pajamas and slippers. All right, here comes Triple G. Let's see what his weight is.
167.8 for Triple
167.8.
pounds.
I mean, his body looks okay. He's carrying some water weight still. I can tell that. I can tell you that. But don't forget, Triple G is normally a 160 pounder. But you can see the water weight on him. You can see that water weight. I've seen his body better. It's not bad. Let me put it back one more time. It's not bad, but I've seen it better. But like I said, he's normally a 160 pounder. You got to go up and wait to fight Triple G. Sorry, to fight Canelo in this fight.
Saul Canelo.
Oh, what shit? Oh, whatever. I'll just play it through. All right, here comes Canelo. I've seen Canelo a bit more ripped before too, especially at 154.
167.4 pounds.
And he's 167.4, so slightly under Triple G. Which is like kind of odd. I think for me, I would expect Canelo to be a little bit heavier. But I've seen Canelo and Triple G's bodies look better, to be honest with you. But I just wanted to remind people that Triple G has been at 160 his entire career. I'm gonna go back to Triple G one more time.
Please welcome Gennady.
We'll do this one more time.
Golovkin, Triple G.
Yeah, I mean, he looks like somebody that is, in his late 30s, early 40s. He's definitely lost, some definition that he's always kind of had, at 160 in his early 30s, even into his mid 30s. Like when he fought Canelo that first fight, especially, Triple G was ripped. So I do see a body difference, and he went up in weight. Which, he was probably okay with going up and weight in this fight because he knows that, he is getting older. It's better to go up than it is to go down when you get older. And, you can see it. It doesn't look bad. The thing is, it's like, it's not the body that you want to see from a fighter, but you have to remind yourself that he's 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? And so for 40 years old, it's not that bad, but I can see a lot of water in those muscles, which means that he could have potentially shredded down a little bit more, but maybe he felt that was risky at his age. So, it is what it is, It is what it is. But yeah.
Triple G, 167.
And he comes in heavier than Canelo. And we'll look at Canelo one more time.
And now to the scale, the reigning, defending, and undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo.
Yeah, young guns. Yeah, the 160 pound belts are not on the line. Oh, they're going for 168. Even Canelo, I mean, Canelo, it's not just this fight, but it's probably a couple fights now where he looks a bit thicker. When you think back at Canelo when he was fighting at 154, I mean, he was very ripped. I mean, I remember when he fought Mayweather, he came in really ripped for that fight. But, he was a lot younger too. But at 154, even 160, he's always had, very defined muscles, always kind of, took his body to the brink of whatever weight that he was fighting at, whether it's 154 or 160. But since he's been at 168, he's put on a little bit of thickness on his body. And I can see in Canelo where, he also is carrying around some water weight, which is it's slightly strange because most of the time fighters will lose that water weight before a weigh-in, but I guess both of these guys are comfortable. But again, guys, Canelo's not a big guy. You know what I mean? He's not. He's fighting at 168. He's been campaigning at 168. He went up and fought Bivol at 175, but he's not a big dude. What is he, like 5'8", 5'9"? You know, he's not a tall, lanky guy. You know, he's a stout guy. You know, so this is the body type that he has now filled into. And so does it matter? Maybe not. It doesn't matter as much for Canelo, I don't think, just simply because of age and youth is on his side. And you know, we got to remind ourselves that these guys are fighting each other for the third time. You know what I mean? So you know, that's what it is. I can't get over this shirt by Eddie Hearn, bro. I can't get over this shirt by Eddie Hearn, bro. This dude looks like this dude with the black glasses and everything out here looking like Zorro. Give this man a hat and a whip. This shit, look, Eddie Hearn. He tried so hard to be a part of it. He wants to be so hard to be a part of the crowd, man. What's up, Opalent LD? Yeah, oh yeah. I think Triple G won the first fight. Or sorry, I think he won the second fight too. It was still a close and competitive fight, but I gave it to Canelo. But you know, traditionally speaking and historically speaking, the guy who wins the second fight usually wins the third fight, especially when there's an age difference. Nice. We'll get to finalize this kind of reaction. Finalize this reaction with the face off. Let's see if I see anything significant here.
Saul Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin, 12 rounds for the undisputed super middleweight championship of
I mean, they both look ready.
Las Vegas,
not a lot of
USA.
No, like literally they locked in, man. No body language, no smiling, no smirking, no looking around. I see Canelo kind of looking him up and down a little bit. The Triple G doesn't look scared, but, you know, I don't expect him to be scared. I mean, the dude has been in big fights. He's been around for a long time, campaigning at 160, a champion. I expect him to stand there firm and strong on his 2 feet and be like, yo, you know, we're about to do this for the third time. And you know I'm not a pushover. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying in his head to Canelo. Like, you know that I'm not going to be a pushover. We've been here before. I have the experience. You know I'm tough. You know I can take your punches, and it's going to be a fight, you know? So I see that from Triple G, but I also expect that from Triple G. And then Canelo was Canelo. He always looks like that. Canelo always be looking like that. You know, clenched jaw, staring, you know, trying to be mean and tough. So nothing really there to look at, man. But I just wanted to go through this. This is the first time I watched this weigh-in. Pretty standard weigh-in, nothing extravagant, no fireworks, unfortunately, no Caleb Plant trying to slap Canelo in the face type shit. That's unfortunate. I would have enjoyed watching that. But pretty standard, and that's what it is, man. That's what it is. So I'll go ahead and get into my prediction to leave you guys off for the rest of the day as we wait for this fight to happen tonight. You guys in the States, anyways, it happens tonight. I'll send you guys off with my prediction, how I think this is going to play out. You know, like I was saying earlier when people were first filtering in, I just haven't been excited about this fight since the fight was announced. This is what I personally feel. Okay. And this is not me hating on Canelo or taking shots at Canelo. And if you think I'm doing that, then what it is, I don't care, to be honest with you. I'm giving you my honest opinion on how I see it. Okay. I've had my nitpicks with Canelo, but I'm not one of those dudes on here that attack Canelo and hate Canelo. I mean, there's plenty of channels out there that just don't like Canelo at all. They have their reasons. Okay. But I'm not a hater. But there are things about Canelo that makes me scratch my head. And this fight makes me scratch my head. Okay. In my opinion, I feel like this fight is literally a fight that's been orchestrated to where they can sell it. It's a plug and play fight. That's what it is. It's a plug and play fight. They don't really have to market it and build it and promote it. People know what it is. That's how it always is. And like, rematches and trilogies and things like that. And it's the quickest way and the safest way to put him back in the W column. Right? And that's no disrespect to Triple G, but let's keep it 100 here. Let's keep it a buck, right? There's a few key things that you have to look at. Now, your heart might be going for Triple G. I see my man Young Gun saying, I'm going for Triple G. There's a part of me that's going for Triple G too, because I feel like there should be some type of feeling behind the idea that if you try to play around, if you try to play Russian roulette with boxing, it's going to catch up with you. And I feel like Canelo has been playing Russian roulette a little bit. Him going up and fighting Bivol, him getting humbled a little bit, and him coming back down and grabbing a guy like Triple G. And let's be honest, he's grabbing a guy that is 40 years old, has been in wars, has been in big fights. He's moving up in weight. There's a lot of things that you can pinpoint to the fact that, Canelo wanted to put himself in a safe position. That's just how I feel about it. But yeah, there is a part of me that's like that Russian roulette factor, is that maybe you're just thinking that Triple G is old and washed up, and then Triple G is going to come in there and shock you. That is possible. I would love to see that, because I love to see scenarios where it's like you thought you had an easy one and you got humbled. Unfortunately, I just don't see that happening. Okay. Canelo can't afford another loss. He just, I mean, he can. His career is not over if he loses to Triple G, but it takes a big hit. It takes a very big hit. So to me, it's like Canelo loses to Bivol, right? And he loses convincingly, in my opinion. I don't remember what I had my scorecards. It was something along the line. I think I gave Canelo maybe 2 or 3 rounds. To me, it was very convincing. Fuck what the other judges had it. That, like, what was it? Like 2 judges gave the first 4 rounds to Canelo or some bullshit like that. I don't remember, man. That's another topic. But for me, commentating on the fight live, a lot of you were a part of that live. I scored it for Bivol clearly. So he gets outboxed, he gets humbled by a peer box, not a peer boxer, but a very well-rounded boxer in Bivol. But he's not the biggest. He's not the biggest guy at 175. He's not the biggest puncher at 175. Bitter Beef is. Takes an L. Probably had a hard time digesting that. You got all these belts. You're the undisputed champ at 168. What's your next move? Right? Well, you could rematch Bivol, but I think you were humbled to the point where I ain't trying to deal with no Bivol anymore. So I got all these belts at 168. I got to take care of it. I got to defend these belts. Who do I defend it against? Right? We all know who's in the division at 168. There's talent there. There's no big names like Triple G per se. Like, everybody knows Triple G in comparison to maybe like a Charlo or an Andre or whoever else out there at 168. But he's not a 168 pounder. Triple G is not a 168 pounder. He's a middleweight, 160. Right? So when you go back to 168 and you're the undisputed champ, I don't want to fuck with 175 no more because I got my ass handed to me. So I got to handle business here at 168. My personal opinion is I don't care who you fight in your little comeback fight. I hate to call it that, but that's basically what it is. You take an L, you coming back to try to win it, to get back into the win column. So it's basically a comeback fight. Not come back out of retirement, but coming back from a loss. I don't care who you fight, as long as it's either another champion or, not another champion at 168 because he's undisputed, but another former champ or a title contender or some mandatory or somebody that is young and hungry that's coming for the belts. I don't care who it is. I don't care what name you give me. I honestly don't care. To me, that makes sense because it's 168. You got mandatories out there. You got guys coming in that want the shot. And then you decide to go plug and play it safe, grab Triple G, who has always fought at 160 his entire career, who is now 40 years old, who, by the way, didn't look phenomenal in his last fight. He looked okay. But he's the favorite going into that fight. He's supposed to perform well. And he looked decent. I would give him a 7 out of 10. But he wasn't a 10 out of 10. He wasn't a 9 out of 10. He showed in spots his age. You can't beat the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Especially in boxing. It's a very brutal and vicious and physical sport. A 40-year-old man can look fantastic for 4 or 5 rounds. Right? But it's that wear and tear. And see, the problem is, so for me, when I place a prediction for this fight, I got to think to myself, all right, what are the odds? Because in my opinion, the only way Triple G beats Canelo is he knocks him out. Ladies and gentlemen, pay close attention. If this fight goes 12 rounds, I hate to say it, but it's pretty much Canelo by default. Like, Triple G would have to put on a Bivol-type performance and completely outbox Canelo and embarrass him. That would leave no room for the judges to try to pull some shady shit. But Triple G, number one, is not the same type of style as Bivol is. Triple G likes to fight close in the pocket. He likes to exchange. He's got a good jab, but he doesn't think about defense first. Okay? He's not 32 years old anymore where he can slip punches, block, and pivot and move around as well as he used to. Now, at 40, just like George Foreman at 40 or any other fighter at 40, Bernard Hopkins at 40 plus, they don't move as well. James Toney, when he got older, all these guys, Roy Jones, when they get older, they can't move. So they get forced in the pocket and try to use their ring IQ, or not the ring, well, they have ring IQ, but their ring experience, their fight experience, to try and catch the younger, less experienced fighter with something they don't see. That's what happens. So when you look at this fight and you're like, all right, how do I make a prediction? Well, if you want to vote, if you want to say Triple G wins, it's not going to the cards. You would be a fool to say Triple G wins this by decision. I'm being completely honest with you. Now, if you say, well, I think Triple G catches him. Okay, it's boxing. It can happen. But if he is to catch Canelo, it has to happen in the first 6 rounds. If it goes past 7, at 40 years old, he's just not going to be able to pull it off. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And so you're basically saying, I think Triple G wins by knockout or TKO or some type of stoppage. I'll say before 7. I'll give Triple G, the 160-pound champion, a guy that I have a respect for, okay? I'll give him that respect, and I give him 7 rounds to knock out Canelo. If it doesn't happen, or if he doesn't extremely hurt Canelo, backs Canelo up, and wins rounds convincingly, this fight's a wrap. It's a wrap. Now, I have no idea what kind of mindset Triple G is going to walk in with for this trilogy. I mean, it's like a part of me as a boxing mind, right? The way that I look at boxing stylistically, scientifically, and I break down, the stylistic point of view of the sport. You would like to think that after 2 fights that you need to go out and box this man. You got to put a jab in Canelo's face, and you got to make him miss and make him pay. You got to take a few pages out of a Mayweather book or an Erislandy Lara book or an Austin Trout book. You got to be able to move at the hips and be a little bit elusive and use the jab effectively and draw this fight out and dictate the pace of the fight. That's what you think that he would need to do. But can he do that? Number one, it's not really his style. Number two, he's 40 years old. So he may come out in the first couple of rounds jabbing, not overcommitting, forcing Canelo to walk to him, and he tries to step back, counter right hand and left hook and tie Canelo up and try to confuse Canelo. But eventually, at 40 years old, with all the pride that he has, he's going to get caught in the pocket exchanging with Canelo around 5-6. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So the only thing is that, Triple G's got to catch him with something. Otherwise, this fight, in my opinion, is a wrap. Triple G is tough as nails. He's tough as nails. And I see a lot of people commenting across the landscape of YouTube, giving their predictions. A lot of people have Canelo winning by stoppage. I find that interesting too, by the way. A lot of people, especially those who have channels, making predictions. They're coming out here and they're like, oh yeah, he's gonna finally knock out Triple G. He's gonna knock him out in 5. And I love this fight. I love it. I think this fight's amazing. It's a great fight to make. That, to me, it's kind of like an oxymoron. It's like you're basically saying that you like the fight because you know that going into it, Canelo has a great chance to knock out a guy who's never been knocked out. It's another feather in your Canelo cap. And so for me, it's like if Canelo knocks out Triple G, when the history books are written, you can't take away the fact that he's able to stop a guy who's never been stopped. It is what it is, right? But I'm not going to clap my hands and celebrate it because the man is 40 years old. You forced him to come up and wait. And you have a lot of backing. I mean, if you're Triple G at this point after 2 fights, and when the scorecards, the first fight should have been it could have went either way. It could have went either way. I personally feel like Triple G edged it out in the first fight. That's my opinion. Second fight, competitive, close. I gave it to Canelo. But if you're Triple G, you know that the scorecards are not going to go in your favor. Even in your head, I think I did good. Ding, 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 12th round is over. I go into my corner with my hand raised. I feel good about it. Your ass is going to come up short. And if you don't know that by now, Triple G, then you haven't woken up since the day after you lost that second fight, or even better yet, that first fight. And you haven't woken up since that point in time where you've been sitting at your house watching Canelo fight the Caleb Plants and all these other guys that he's fought. And you get the scorecards coming back, and you're like, what? He fought Caleb Plant. Oh, he knocked out Caleb Plant. Great. Congratulations. But what? The scorecards, the judges had him up like 6 rounds, like 7 rounds. They only gave Caleb Plant 1 fucking round. Like, if you're Triple G and you're not aware of that, then you must have been living under a rock. So that's why I'm literally saying, if you're Triple G, you go in there, you got 6 rounds. That's all you got. at 40 years old and you empty the tank on his ass. Fuck it. Why not? Triple G's got nothing to lose. Canelo's got a lot to lose. Triple G had an excellent career at 160, fought a lot of, credible names, champion, defended his titles multiple times. 40 years old, you go into a trilogy matchup, you're going to get paid, so that's a victory. And you go out there guns blazing and you end up getting knocked out. No, it's like, you hit your pride a little bit because you've never been stopped and Canelo ended up stopping you, but who gives a shit? You're 40 years old. Everybody's going to say, hey, man, wonderful career. Like, let's be honest. You had a great career, man. It's all good. Canelo's got a lot more to lose. Okay? His career still has another healthy, 3 to 6 years left. Right? Him taking another L could be detrimental. It could be a major setback. People start having major question marks about Canelo. Right? Maybe the popularity got to him. Maybe he's made too much money. Maybe he's not focused like he used to be. Maybe he's slower. Maybe whatever. Like people, that's what boxing does. The critics and the media will destroy you. They love you when you're up and they destroy you when you're down. That's why for years, the media always they were so desperate. The ravaging dogs in media were so desperate for Mayweather to lose because they wanted so badly to hate him while he's down. But unfortunately for them, that day never came. Now with Canelo losing to Bivol, they had their moment, but it wasn't quite good enough because, he took the risk of moving up to 175. It's a tough challenge, even though Canelo was still the favorite. He's still the fucking favorite. But that wasn't quite good enough to really latch on and really try to, pull away the layers of Canelo's legacy. Losing to a 40-year-old Triple G, that's a major issue. That I guarantee you. So Canelo knows this. The whole promotional company, everybody involved, they know this. So he has a lot more to lose. Triple G doesn't. Triple G gets knocked out, no problem, bro. Like, he had a great career. I'm sorry, even the great ones got knocked down and stopped. That's okay. So if you were to ask my opinion, hey, yo, Divine, what do you think Triple G should do? I say go out there and try to knock his fucking head off. You got 5 rounds to do it. You're 40 years old. You're in the best possible shape that you can be in. You're carrying a little extra water weight. Fuck it. Step to him and try to knock his goddamn head off. Put him on the back foot. Jab him to death and just straight to the body, straight to the head. Canelo's going to come. Canelo comes back only in spurts, only when he's comfortable. All right? He's not a volume puncher. He doesn't just sit there and trade with you, right? He likes to slip and duck underneath and try to catch you in the rib cage as you're coming over the top of something. So that's coming. You fought him twice. And if you're thinking, well, Devon, that's a little bit reckless. That's a little bit careless. It's a 12-round fight. You should try to be systematic. Systematic at 40? You already tried to be systematic in 2 fights prior when you were younger and still in your prime. That shit didn't work. Now Canelo's more experienced. Canelo's been in there against Bivol. He's been in there against Caleb Plant. He's been in there against Mayweather. He's been in there against fight. He's got experience now. Systematic, in my opinion, isn't going to work. 90% of the time, if I'm working in a corner with any young fighter, I'm going to set up a game plan to work behind the jab, be defensively responsible, pick your shots, be patient, go to the body, etc., right? 90% of the time. But if I'm in Triple G's corner for this fight, I got a 40-year-old man that's full of pride. I got a 40-year-old man in front of me who's full of pride. I got to get into his chest and be like, bro, we don't got no time to try to prove people that you can outbox Canelo and put on a Bivol-esque performance. We're going to go in there. We're going to put sledgehammers to tires and pull sleds, and all we're going to work on is power. You got 6 rounds to knock Canelo's fucking head off. And who knows? Maybe you knock him down. Maybe you hurt him. But you still end up losing the fight. Walk away from that fight with some type of dignity. Don't get yourself in a high guard position trying to exchange with this man and get yourself knocked out in the 10th round where you got beat up most of the fight. Don't do that to yourself. Go out on your shield properly. And that doesn't mean get beat up for 9, 10, 11, potentially 12 rounds. There's nothing honorable about that. Honorable for me is go in there and try to knock this dude's head off. And that's why I have a lot of respect for Wilder in the 3rd fight against Fury, because he just said, fuck it. I'm going to try to knock this dude out. And he tried so hard to knock him out, he gassed himself out. And then it just came to a point where, well, I'm not going to go down until he makes me go down. That's a warrior, right? You don't want to go in there and play patty cake and try to be smooth and clever and try to box Canelo. Canelo's going to break you down. He's going to beat you to the punch. He's stronger, he's faster, he's quicker, he's younger. So fuck it. Come out round 1, jab him right in the face as hard as you fucking can. Like Wilder came out in that first round against Fury. He was like pumping the jab to the body. Fury was like, oh shit, I've never seen this before. Right? But the crazy thing is that Wilder's a heavyweight. Right? He couldn't keep up that type of pace. Triple G's a smaller man. He can keep that pace a little bit longer, even at 40. He can keep it a little bit longer. He got about 5. He got about 5 rounds. Wilder had like 2. And he blew himself out. But Wilder has natural power. He catch you, you can sleep. Doesn't matter how tired he is. He catch you clean, you can go to sleep, right? Triple G doesn't have that type of power, but he's a smaller man. He's going to have more of an engine. And, that, honest to God, bro, that would be my game plan. Y'all can think I'm crazy, but I'm being dead honest. And I'm going to commentate. What's up, A1? What's up, Devin? What's up, Demon? What's good? What's up, Jeff? Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. Get the likes all the way up. Let the people know that you came in here to Divine Senses Live Prediction. Let the people know you came in. So, for me, you got to be a tank in this fight. You got to be a tank. You're at 167.8. You rehydrate that bitch to 174, 175. Triple D's a little bit taller than Canelo. He's a little bit, even though he's always been a 160 pounder for, his whole career, he's not, he's a solid middleweight, right? He can get up there. He's 40 now. Fuck it. Get some pasta, get some shrimp scampi, get those carbohydrates in there. Put that weight on, come in 174 and be a tank. And just step to Canelo. Don't be afraid to say, fuck it. I'm 40 years old. I ain't got nothing to lose. I'm coming to knock your ass out. You're going to have to catch me with some shit. And you're a tough dude from, middle, Eastern Europe. You're tough. You're like growing up with grizzly bears and shit and all that crazy shit they do out there. You can take shots. You can take Canelo's best shot. You've done it before. You got the grit. You got the heart. So fuck it. Step to him. Be a tank. Smother him. That's what if I Triple G. Throw a big combination, and then Canelo tries to get off, smother him. Take him to the rope, smother him. Sneak in body shots. Come off, and the ref breaks you up. Jab, jab, jab. Jab, jab, boom, right hand. And Canelo tries to sit down, throw a body shot, lock his arm up, smother him, lean on him. That's what I would do. George Foreman, his ass. 42-year-old George Foreman. That's what you do. Smother and beat him up. Force Canelo to fight on the back foot. Force Canelo to use his youth. Force him. Don't give yourself to Canelo on a silver platter. Don't say, oh, let's stay in the middle of the ring and give the fans a show. Big drama show. Fuck all that shit. You had that moment 7 years ago, 6 years ago, 5 years ago. You had that moment. No, big drama show means I'm going to be a tank. I'm going to walk to you, and whatever happens, happens. So that's my opinion, and that's my so if you want, yeah, openly 1,000%, bully him, and I'm gonna be commentating this fight live. You know, you guys, those of you who've been a part of my live commentaries, I'm always unbiased, and it's entertainment. I try to provide the entertainment for people because, you know, not everyone's able to watch it live. Some people are stuck at work. Some people like to turn off the bot because the commentary that you get during the fight, like the commentators that are actually at the fight, those motherfuckers are biased. Mute that shit and listen to your boy Divine. That's what a lot of people do, and I'm always unbiased about it. But it's either going to be one or two things with Triple G tonight. Either one, I will be screaming on this mic like, yo, he's doing what I told him to do. Check out Triple G. My man Triple G stepping to him. He's like a tank tonight. He said, fuck this. I'm going to stand in here in the middle of the ring and let you out-youth me. I'm going to step to you like George Foreman. I'm a George Foreman comeback. That's what you're going to do. And I'm going to be praising him, and I'm going to be on the edge of my seat, and I'm going to be entertaining you guys, putting all that energy into the mic. Or I'm going to be sitting up here saying, man, Triple G's getting his ass beat. Oh, it's round 5 now. He about to go. Canelo about to get his ass up out of there. That's it. That's the only two ways that I'm gonna commentate the fight, and y'all gonna have to tune in to see which one that is. Flawless mentality in the building. I see you, sir. I appreciate you. Chazamain in that super chat. He says salute for the Wilder vid and all the others. Hey, no doubt, man. I appreciate you. I know you came in. And it's funny because that if y'all haven't seen my video that I made addressing the hate on Deontay Wilder, and you know, and more or less addressing a particular individual here on YouTube. Y'all can put his name in the chat. I don't give a fuck, but I'm not saying his name anymore. His name doesn't, you know, it doesn't equate to the amount of breath that it would take to spew it out of my mouth. I've heard some things, just kind of FYI, little quick update about that. I've heard some things through the grapevine that he did see the video, I don't know if he saw it, but he definitely heard about it. And he was a little bit upset, but you know, he's trying to play this shit like, oh, I'm not gonna reply to this guy and give him any credit, and you know, let him take credit from my name. So that's cool. See, that's what happens. These big channels, man. You call them out on their bullshit, and then they try to play this shit like, oh, I'm not gonna reply to a smaller channel because, you know, I'm not gonna give them. They're just clout chasing. I ain't fucking clout chasing. I'm spitting facts. And the fact that you don't want to reply, you know that I was spitting facts. Because if I wasn't spitting facts, you wouldn't care if I was a smaller channel. You would demolish me. You would smash me out of existence. You would crush me with all your minions and all your followers and all the people that love you over there. If I was talking shit, you know what I mean, you would come out and crush me. And I would no longer make videos, and it's just another dude on YouTube that you don't have to worry about no more. But that's what happens when you speak facts. They come out and say, oh, man, you know what, man? He just clout chasing me. You think I want your subscribers? Woo! I definitely don't want your subscribers. Anyway, that's the update on that. But the Wilder fight is still another month or so away. We'll see what happens. Because I'm going to stand by my convictions. I'm on my 2 feet on solid ground. And I told you guys in my last live addressing all that shit. Divine Sense Boxing is basically Switzerland. Up on the mountaintop. I have my fortress in the mountaintop. And I'm on my own goddamn business. Okay? I talk about boxing the way I want to talk about it. I have my beliefs the way I have my beliefs. I don't disrespect anybody. I speak from the heart. I'm a passionate person, and I conduct my business the way I want to conduct it. If you want to sit at the table of Divine Sense Boxing in the mountains in Switzerland, you're more than welcome. You come with bullshit, you will get kicked off the cliff. Okay? Y'all seen the Game of Thrones? Yeah, that one kingdom out there where they had the little hole in the ground. They kick motherfuckers out the moon. What they call it, the moon door? Yeah, that's Divine Sense Boxing. That's my fortress. You come in talking shit, my boys will grab you and throw your ass out the fucking moon door. That's what happens. And that's it. I got my man Stormy B-Man in the building. What's up, Stormy? Waking up, going to work, I would presume. Or I don't know, it's Saturday. Maybe you off work today. I appreciate you. Yeah. The funny thing at Hamza, what's good? The funny thing is, you're right. Jay-Z and Drake, they never respond to disses. That's true. But you know a person that's arguably even bigger or like sold more records or at least compatible that always responded to disses, even if they're like way below them on the totem pole, is Eminem. Eminem didn't give a fuck. He just you talk shit, he come out. He drop a whole diss track. But you know, it's not even beef though. It's not even beef, to be honest. I didn't make that video to take shots at him, to like, oh, I got beef with this dude or I don't like this dude. I disliked wholeheartedly his message about Deontay Wilder. It's as simple as that. If he takes that as beef, if he takes that personal, that just proves my point. That means he's got hatred in his heart about another man who's never done anything wrong to him. And I know I don't understand why you feel so weird. Like the whole purpose of your video was, he wants to be friends with Luis Ortiz, but he doesn't want to be friends with Fury. Why? Well, why do you give a fuck who Wilder wants to be friends with? That's some weirdo shit. And whatever. I've already dissected his old video. Y'all can, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Piece by piece. I've already broke it down, man. I already broke it down. And he basically is trying to criticize Wilder, but within his criticism, he exposes himself as being nothing but a hater. And the one that got me was he's a hillbilly pig wrestler from Western Texas. I said, oh, sorry, he's from Alabama. Then the ignorance on top of the hate really made me explode. Like, so he's trying to send this message. He's just a big, strong black man, essentially, right? He's just a big, strong black man with power. That's all he is. A country boy from, first he said West Texas and then Alabama. He got caught up. He got confused. The map confused him for a moment because he's from the UK. So he's just a useless big power body with no mind, no intelligence. Even though he's made numerous investments, set his whole life up for him, his whole children, his whole damn lineage set up for generations to come. But he's not intelligent, right? Like, see, that's the type of shit that sets me off. When people come out here, and I'm sorry I got off track a little bit, but I've already talked about the Canelo Triple G shit. Y'all can rewind the tape and listen to my prediction. I already dropped it. Oh, sorry. My official prediction. I didn't drop the official prediction. Let me get that out because there might be some people waiting. My official prediction. Canelo by decision, convincingly. Beat down. But Triple G's tough. He'll survive it. That's my prediction. Now back to what I was saying. People can say whatever they want to say about any fighter in regards to, we critique styles and fights all the time. Myself, Stormy B, man, a lot of us do that. That's what we do, right? That's what we're content creators. We analyze the sport. We give our opinion. We give our expertise in areas that we feel confident in. Like for me, I love to break down the stylistic point of view of fighters and fights, right? So that's fine. If you say, oh, I don't think Wilder has skill, I think he's a one-trick pony, he's only got power, I think he loses to Joshua, I think he loses, like, I don't have a problem with that. To me, that's your opinion, and I don't waste my time with that unless you want to debate me. That's fine. But other than that, I don't waste my time getting upset about people who don't like Wilder as far as him and his skills in the boxing ring. But when you come out and try to literally attack someone's whole image and character by saying that he's not intelligent, he's useless, he's a pig wrestler, he's a hillbilly, using these type of analogies that literally don't match a man like Deontay Wilder whatsoever. You're trying to downgrade a proud and successful African-American who's doing the best that he can, not only as a heavyweight champion to be the people's champion, but for his family. And you want to downgrade him. I think you guys get the message. I can say more, but I think you guys get the message. Da Vinci DeMar Artist, what's up, man? What's up? But I to be honest with you guys, man, I don't have any beef. Okay. I've been on YouTube for a long time. I've had beefs in the past, like full-on beefs, like crazy shit, going at each other's throats, and it takes you away, or it took me away at least, from the whole reason why I wanted to come on here, which was to talk boxing. So, I try to avoid that. People can have their opinions about me. If they're not willing to say it to my face, then what does it matter, right? That's just kind of my mentality now. So I'm not out here searching for none of that. There's a couple other channels that I have recently discovered that is on a campaign, it seems, to attack certain individuals in the LGBT. I find it sad. I find it highly disappointing. But it's not my business. You know what I mean? And that's just the way I see it. At the end of the day, I'm going to come on here, give my boxing commentary. If the disrespect is at a extremely high level, then I will speak upon it. Otherwise, I handle my business accordingly. Like I said, like Switzerland. So, I dropped my, what's up, Jelly Bean? I dropped my prediction. If you guys coming in a little bit later, I got Canelo winning this fight by decision, man. By pretty much, but I would say from like round 6 to 12 will be pretty much a beatdown. He's gonna beat Triple G, in my opinion, to the punch. He's gonna be too quick, too fast, too young, and he's gonna keep Triple G on the back foot. Triple G will be tough enough to take it. He'll do just enough to keep the referee from intervening and stopping the fight, I think, but it'll be clear. It'll be very clear. I know a lot of people think Canelo's going to stop Triple G. I just don't underestimate Triple G's durability, even at 40. He's a tough son of a bitch. I think he'll take it, unless the referee does come in and say, all right, that's too much. I don't see him getting knocked out. I just don't see it. Even though he may be getting beat to the punch, I just don't see him getting knocked out. And to finalize this point for the people that did come in later, and if you guys want my reaction, I did give my reaction to the weigh-in, by the way, but that's earlier in the tape. You're going to have to go back. But to finalize my point is that I just don't see any other way to go for Triple G in this fight. And I'm not a man who bets, but if I were a man who bets, you would look at this at a betting table and just be like, how could you go for Triple G other than knockout, right? He's not going to win a decision. He's not going to outpoint Canelo like Bivol did. He's not that type of fighter. He has this pride thing, just like Canelo does, where he's gonna want to mix it up and he's just gonna be a little bit slower, you know. And this is not this is not like the first fight, right? This is several years down the road, more wear and tear. Canelo, on the other hand, has gained more experience. So, like I was saying earlier, if you just joined, if it was me and I'm in Triple G's corner, full speed ahead. You got about 6 rounds. You got about 6 rounds to empty the tank on Canelo and be a tank, bully him, just grab him, pull him around, jab him to death, try to line up right hands. You see Canelo trying to sit down on body shots, cup it, grab it, pull him in, force the referee to get involved, just make it ugly and uncomfortable. Get the crowd, piss the crowd off, piss them off, make them boo you. Fuck it. Make the whole crowd boo you because you won't stand in the middle of the ring and exchange. Good. All that plays into Canelo's mindset. You get the crowd involved, and we all know it's going to be a pro Canelo crowd. You get the crowd upset, you get them involved, that means something's working. Something's working. And Canelo, he has a tendency when the crowd gets involved, he takes an extra step, and that if you're Triple G, you want that because you're starting to pull him out of his comfort zone a little bit. So be a tank, be a bully, be like George Foreman in his comeback. Put your hands up, walk forward, and just and throw something. You got to do something that Canelo is not going to expect. That's what you got to do. You can't come in there like Triple G in the first fight and the second fight. It's just not going to work. You're going to get beat to the punch, and you're going to lose. And you might get beat up badly. And that's just my opinion, man. That's just my opinion. Anybody's more than welcome to come in and challenge my points. But if you're planning to bet on this fight, take heed, man. Take heed to what I'm saying. I beg you. I don't want to see you lose your money, man. I care about your money, bro. I care about it, man. You can use that money somewhere else. You can buy your wife a nice dinner. Take heed into what I'm saying, man. Even though the odds they're looking tasty. They're looking tasty for a Triple G knockout. But I'm just saying, man, take heed to what I'm saying, bro. I plead you. Oh, yeah, Young Guns. No doubt, man. No doubt, man. See, this is why I want to get on Knockouts debate panel. Been trying to do it, man. But I think that the popularity of the panel is starting to increase and grow, which is great. I love to see it. You got more and more people that want to get involved. And it's just easier, I think, to handle those guys that want to get on because they're local, right? I'm not local. I'm a whole different time zone. You can't text me like you can. You can just like text someone's phone. You got to use like different apps. So I'm trying to coordinate with my man Knockout Man to get it to download an app to which it's free that we can conversate and make it happen. I'd love to be a part of it, and just kind of mix it up a little bit, man. Just make that panel, make those debates a little bit more interesting. But this is essentially what I do. This is what I love to do. Deanna, good morning to you. Good morning. I hope you got your morning coffee. My man DP in the building. So what I'm going to do, man, is I'm going to go ahead and I'll open the panel a little bit, man. If anybody's cruising around, they got some thoughts on the fight, I'll leave you guys the opportunity to drop in your thoughts for the people listening in. A lot of people are driving to work. A lot of people are getting their breakfast. A lot of people getting their coffee, whatever it may be. There's the link right there in the chat. If you want to pop your head in real quick and give your thoughts about the fight. This is your moment. What song is that? It's like a song, right? This is your moment. It's not clicking yet, but I know it's a song. I'm going to go ahead and pin it up at the top right quick. Anybody want to drop in, leave some thoughts, leave your prediction. Now is the time. I'll leave it open here for another 5 to 10 minutes or so. If nobody drops in, that's cool too. I will be back on here later on tonight to commentate the fight live. I'm just gonna do the main event. I think. I'm not gonna waste that much of a Sunday for me because it's Sunday morning for me. I'm not gonna waste that much of a Sunday on the whole fight card, so I'll probably just come in main event, maybe a little bit before the main event. So y'all get ready, man. I hope to see everybody that's in here right now. I hope to see you guys tonight to be a part of the live commentary, and I'll do what I normally do. I will, live commentate, post fight thoughts, open the panel, and we'll see. The interesting thing is that if Canelo wins this fight, the next topic at hand is like the walls are closing in on him, right? Where does he go from here? Where does he go? I mean, because if Triple G pulls the upset, his ass can just take the belts and sail off into the sunset. I'm 40 years old. Fuck it. Like, there's an exclamation point to my career, right? But if Canelo wins, man, that's what the topic will be and should be. Like, the walls are closing in on you, bro. Like, what are you gonna do from here now? Like, you pulled a 40-year-old out of the middleweight division. You offer him a bunch of money. You need to get back into the W column because you took a loss, and it was a bad loss in my opinion. And so you should win this, right? So now you got that out of your system. You got the whole Triple G thing out of your system. You're going to try to knock him out. Cool. What are you going to do then? After that's all done, what are you going to do? And I've heard a lot of different things. It's like, yo, he's gonna go back up and try to fight Bivol again. Now, he ain't trying to fight no Bivol. I promise you that. It's gonna be 168. Now, we know that Plant and Darrell's on that undercard, right? No, is that the Wilder? That's the Wilder one. Sorry, that's the Wilder Hellenius undercard. My bad. But anyway, that fight's happening a month later. If Caleb Plant wins, maybe he'll come knocking on the door for a rematch, right? But then you still have the Andrades and the Charlos and all these other guys out there. They're going to be lurking through the bushes, knocking at the door. Are you going to vacate these titles, or you're going to be a real champion and actually defend your belt against real 168 pounders? That's what the question will be. I got my grandkids divine. Oh, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Well, look, man, I don't want to take any more of your guys' time. What's up, Shade Girl? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. I don't want to take any more of your guys' Saturday. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Hopefully, y'all got a day off today. It's Saturday, man. I hate to see my people out there having to grind on the Saturday, man, and hustle. But if you got to, then you got to. But I definitely hope to see you guys all in here tonight for the fight itself. I'll be commentating live, so y'all mark it on your little alarm clock to make sure to tune into Divine Sense tonight. I'll probably be on about 9. Let's see. Probably about 10 p.m. Eastern. Around 10 p.m. Eastern, I'll be live again tonight. Let me do something real quick before I forget. Young Guns, man. Oh, you're new to the channel, bro? Well, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for sticking by, man. Thanks for sticking in and giving your opinion, man. It's good to have you a part of this. I got to do this real quick before I forget. I'm going to wrench up my man, Opalent LD. He's been supporting the channel for a hot minute now. He deserves to be wrenched up. So congratulations. You have now been wrenched up in the kingdom of Divine Sense boxing, bro. Opalent LD, man. Shout out my boy Opalent LD coming in, getting wrenched up. All right, man. Well, Johnny Q, I see you coming in here late, man. I appreciate you. We'll be back here tonight, man. Everybody, if you came in here a little bit later and you missed my reaction to the weigh-in, it's on. So this will be up once I'm done going live. Y'all can go back and watch it. I've given my prediction. I've given my thoughts about the fight as a whole. And I sprinkled in a little other updates since my last video addressing the Wilder haters too. So if you want to hear that, it's on here. Y'all can rewind the tape. It's all on here, man. So I hope to see you here tonight. Like I said, 10 p.m. Eastern time, around that time frame. I'll be in here live commentating the fight. And I hope to see everyone here. That includes you, Diana. Diana, you got to be a part of it. Because I don't think, Diana, I don't know if you've ever been a part of my live commentaries before. I hope you're a part of it. I think you'll enjoy it. Y'all stay up, man. Stay strong. Stay positive. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'll see you guys tonight. I'm out.